Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're your express lane to understanding the most complex, the fastest-moving developments in technology.
That's right. Our job today is to cut through all that noise. We've gone through a whole stack of this week's most critical sources to give you just the essential nuggets of knowledge
The computational leaps, the big policy
and the
moves.
surprising, sometimes strange realities of what's happening in the world of robotics.
Yeah, if you need to get informed and get informed fast on what really matters, this is where you stop.
Absolutely. And the material this week, it shows this fascinating tension.
Attention. How so?
Well, on one side, you have this raw computational power, making these new fundamental breakthroughs in science. But on the other, you have government bodies just scrambling to build a regulatory highway before the tech completely outpaces them. Okay, let's unpack this.
I think the structure of our deep dive today really reflects that tension. First, we'll focus on OpenAI's huge advances in scientific reasoning. Then the White House's high-stakes move to create a uniform national AI policy. And after that, a candid look at the latest in robotics.
Right, where investment is soaring even as some of the demos are, well, literally falling flat.
And finally, we'll wrap up with 4 trending AI tools that you can use right now to boost your own productivity. Let's start with that capability track, the pure computational power. Leading the charge, it seems, is OpenAI again, with its latest model, GPT-5.2.
Yes.
And this is being billed as the strongest model ever built for serious math and science work.
And what's so fascinating here is the sheer evidence. The sources show a significant advancement in abstraction and genuine mathematical reasoning. That's the core leap.
So it's not just better arithmetic.
No, not at all. Previously, models could handle advanced math, sure, or pattern recognition, but the sources are highlighting that 5.2 is achieving state-of-the-art performance on benchmarks that were specifically designed to defeat simple pattern matching.
And these benchmarks, you're talking about GPQA, Diamond, and Frontier Map, they sound incredibly technical. What are they actually testing that makes this so much more powerful?
That's the crucial context. These are not general knowledge tests.
Right.
GPQA Diamond, for instance, is this highly challenging multiple choice question set. It was designed by PhDs specifically to test deep reasoning and abstraction skills way beyond what a general purpose model should normally be able to solve.
And Frontier Math.
That one measures the ability to explore and solve complex, completely novel mathematical proofs. The fact that the model performs so well, it really suggests a fundamental shift in its core functionality.
So we're moving past AI as a research assistant that just, finds data for you.
Exactly.
We're moving toward a true research collaborator. So what are the practical benefits we should expect to see from this? In labs, in universities.
Oh, the immediate benefits are immense. Sources suggest the model can now solve expert-level mathematics problems reliably
Reliably.
and deliver enhanced confidence and accuracy in graduate-level science work. The key here is the acceleration of fundamental discovery.
So you could shorten research cycles.
Dramatically. If you can use AI to help with complex proof exploration or sophisticated hypothesis testing, you're cutting down time in fields like high-energy physics or synthetic biology. Human researchers are now being equipped with a kind of hyper-intelligent co-pilot.
One that can help generate new complex proofs, not just check old ones.
Precisely.
That technological leap is incredible. But, power always creates problems.
Or at least challenges.
Right. And that seems to be exactly where the White House is stepping in to try and write the rules. They've made a very aggressive push for a uniform national AI policy framework.
This move shows the government is recognizing AI's critical role in, well, economic leadership and national security. The goal is really twofold.
This is.
Promote U.S. global dominance in AI and prevent what they see as a crippling challenge, a complex patchwork of 50 different, potentially conflicting state regulations.
That sounds like a very business-friendly move, streamlining compliance for companies.
It is.
But if the federal government just preempts state laws, aren't you prioritizing speed over, say, localized risk management? What's the tension there?
And that is the major criticism. Industry leaders, of course, they love the idea of consistency.
Of course.
But critics argue that allowing states to experiment with rules like requiring local audits for algorithmic bias, something a state like New York or California might do, could offer better local consumer protections. The federal framework aims to minimize that kind of regulatory burden.
And does this framework have any teeth? I mean, it's not just a declaration, is it?
No, it's not. The policy framework has specific mechanisms with very tight timelines.
Such as
They're setting up an AI litigation task
a
force
litigation task force.
within the next 30 days, specifically to identify and challenge state laws that conflict with the federal framework.
Wow, okay.
On top of that, they've set a rapid 90-day timeline for federal agencies to evaluate all existing state AI laws that are already on the books. This move really signals that the government is actively defining the legal landscape for AI.
Making sure the rules are consistent to encourage that innovation and investment without friction.
That's the idea.
Okay. So now that we've covered the code and the policy, let's shift focus entirely. Let's talk about the physical world,
What's robots?
the ones that are rolling, walking, and sometimes dramatically failing.
And I think for this segment, we need to slow down just a little.
Okay.
Because the reality of robotics is, it's just so much more nuanced than what you see in those polished demos. This is the reality check.
Right. Let's start with the drama around Tesla's Optimus. A leaked video has surfaced, and it's reignited this massive speculation about how autonomous these robots really are in a demo setting.
The footage is from a demonstration in Miami. Optimus was performing a pretty basic water-serving routine. In the clip, the robot just takes an unexpected tumble backward.
But the fall itself isn't the headline here, is it?
No, not at all. The headline is the specific, very unusual hand gesture that Optimus made as it went down.
That detail, the VR gesture, it changes the whole perception of the demo. I saw it described as its hands moving in a way that eerily resembles someone yanking off a VR headset in shock.
Exactly. And that one gesture immediately fueled the ongoing debate that Optimus might be relying heavily on teleoperation.
A human operator somewhere off stage.
Right, a human operator. And this is despite Elon Musk's repeated insistence that recent demos show pure AI, not teleoperated capabilities.
So this incident really brings up a critical question about that fine line between true autonomy and remote assistance, especially when these companies are trying to impress investors.
It does. It highlights the tension between showmanship and reality.
But shifting from that shaky reality to the massive confidence of investors, the money flowing into foundational robotics is just stunning. We are talking about capital that treats this area like it's the next internet. I mean, look at the reports of SoftBank and NVIDIA looking to back skilled AI.
The numbers are staggering. We're talking about a reported investment of over $1 billion in a single deal. And this deal would nearly triple the Pittsburgh-based startup's valuation, pushing it past $14 billion. This is Titan-level valuation.
So what is skilled AI actually building that warrants that kind of confidence? I know there's already backed by Amazon and Jeff Bezos.
Skilled AI's mission is the reason. They are building universal foundation models, the brains that can be used for any robot.
For any robot.
Think of it this way. Today, every different robot, a factory arm, a security drone, a humanoid cleaner, it requires its own custom operating system, coded specifically for its body and its task.
Right.
Skilled AI is trying to build the single Android or iOS for every physical machine, no matter if it has 2 arms or 6. They're aiming for true generalization.
So this investment really shows the industry is betting that the GPT moment for robotics is coming, and soon.
It's imminent.
That is a fundamental transition from task-specific robots to genuinely versatile machines. And speaking of different designs, we're seeing some interesting global diversity in how these things are being deployed.
Yes, absolutely. Look at the Chinese appliance giant Medea. They've just unveiled the IROU.
Okay.
Now, most factory robots mimic the 2-arm structure of a human, right? But Medea went purely for efficiency.
How so?
The IROU is a wheeled factory robot that features 6 arms.
6.
It allows it to handle multiple tasks at the same time on the production line. As it enters pilot testing this month, the goal is to boost production changeover efficiency by 30%. They're focused on pure functional specialization.
And they're also developing a bipedal one.
Right, they are. A lighter series called Mila, but that's aimed at retail stores and not until 2026.
So 6 arms for the factory floor, 2 arms for customer interaction in retail, a clear division of labor. Meanwhile, robots are also hitting the public safety sector in a very visible way over in China.
That's the traffic robot that's been deployed in Hangzhou, a city of 12 million people. It's a 1.8-meter humanoid robot, and it's positioned at one of the city's most congested crosswalks. It's acting as a highly advanced digital traffic cop.
It's not just directing cars, though, is it? What makes it advanced?
It's a blend of public presence and sophisticated enforcement. It uses its cameras and AI to actively detect minor but important traffic violations. Things like missing motorcycle helmets, cars crossing the stop line, or jaywalking pedestrians. And crucially, it issues polite, pre-recorded warnings in real time while it simultaneously logs the infraction details directly to police databases for immediate follow-up.
It's a system designed to both deter and enforce.
That's it.
That's a clear move from just theoretical discussion to real-world, high-stakes application in dense urban areas. All right, finally, let's turn our attention to the practical tools that you can use right now to immediately boost your productivity, drawing from the trending lists in our sources this week.
These are solutions designed for streamlining workflows, whether you're dealing with data, coding, scheduling, or marketing.
First up, we have Jina AI. This looks like a really practical tool for fast research.
It is. Jina AI helps you search, retrieve, and understand web data quickly using a fast, lightweight AI engine. If you're trying to synthesize market research or understand a complex topic in minutes without, wading through dozens of heavy documents, Jina AI promises to deliver that core understanding rapidly.
Next, for our listeners who are more in the technical space, there's Dazzle.
Dazzle is aimed specifically at developers and engineering teams. It provides AI-powered workflows to handle the tedious, time-consuming parts of the software lifecycle.
So things like generating boilerplate code.
Exactly. Or helping with fast debugging, writing unit tests. The claim is that it helps developers build, test, and ship applications significantly faster. It just minimizes those friction points.
And for simplifying coordination, which is a necessity everywhere, we have Cal.ide.
Yeah, Cal.ide solves that perennial problem of scheduling. It creates these clean, professional, identity-based booking links.
So instead of just sending generic time slots,
Exactly. It integrates with your identity management systems to ensure seamless, personalized scheduling. It just simplifies the back and forth for you and your clients or colleagues.
and finally, Marco Polo AI, which is focused squarely on performance marketing.
Markable AI uses automation to optimize campaigns. For marketing teams that are just overwhelmed by constant A/B testing and optimization, this tool automates performance marketing using AI. It analyzes real-time data, adjusts bidding strategies, and optimizes creative elements to improve overall results and maximize your return on ad spend.
We have covered incredible ground today, from the scientific leap shown by GPT-5.2 in tackling expert-level math.
To the White House's urgent push for a centralized federal AI policy framework that preempts the states.
And the fascinating, sometimes contradictory reality of humanoid robotics.
It's clear that both computational intelligence, the brain that GPT 5.2 represents, and these foundational robotics models, like what skilled AI is doing, are attracting just monumental resources and capability. And this convergence, it leads us to a fascinating final thought for you to consider.
What's that?
How quickly will we see this hyper-intelligent computational brain applied to these versatile, well-funded physical platforms? When these advanced systems move beyond the factory floors and, routine crosswalk duty, what entirely new, complex tasks will they unlock first in the real world? And what does that mean for how you plan your next 5 years?
That is the crucial question shaping the next decade. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. If you found these insights helpful, please follow the show and share it with someone else who wants to stay this well informed.
See you in the next episode.